If you want to use AI to build a consistent income that pays you every single month, then I got this for you. See, right now, everyone's talking about AI side hustles, but to be honest, there's a lot of noise. AI isn't a business. AI is a tool. And like any tool, there's certain things that you need: demand, positioning, and a vehicle. Without it, you're kind of hooped. I'm gonna walk you through my exact process that my students and myself have been using to build 6- and 7-figure AI businesses using a little more than ChatGPT and PDF documents. The goal of this video is to help you make your first sale online by creating an AI generated product. And by the end of it, you'll be able to tell whether or not it's something you want to pursue and scale to the levels that myself and my students have. And if it is, I'm gonna give you free access to a step-by-step program that will show you how to do just that. And this is not a bait and switch. This is an actual program where people get real results by following the lessons taught by myself personally. And I've literally done this for thousands of people for free. So having said that, let me show you exactly what this business is. So what's the simplest and easiest way to make money in 2026 with AI? It's literally these ebooks. Ebooks are by far the easiest way for you to start making money online using AI. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter if you have any startup capital, because you can do this for literally nothing. You don't even have to worry about sending massive amounts of traffic for you, because what I'm going to show you, the traffic takes care of itself. Ebooks are simple to create. There's a growing demand for them, and it's a massive industry. This has only been growing every single year since I started doing this back way before AI in 2015. And every single year I continue to have a better year over year. So your first thought might be like, oh great, well, I've always wanted to write a book. Okay, hold that thought right there. Or you might be on the other side of the fence saying, I have no idea how to write a book. I can never do this. Let me handle the I can't do this aspect of this first. You don't have to be a writer. I'm not a writer. None of my students come to be writers either. We use AI to do all the heavy lifting for us. Secondly, if you have a book idea that you want to write, don't write it. This video is designed to help you make money with AI. Writing a book about something you're passionate about is not necessarily the way to go. We want to make sure we're writing a book that we know is in demand. This business model breaks down to doing 3 things. We find something people are already buying, we make it easier or better for them, then we sell it where people are already buying. This is the core 3-step process that I use and my students use for this business model. So let's take a closer look at every single one and I'll break it down for you. So the first thing is find something people are already buying. This is key. When I publish a book on Amazon, I am not guessing that book is going to make sales. I know 100% certain that book is going to make sales. The reason being is I do my homework ahead of time. I search Amazon and I make sure there's demand for this book. What we're going to do first is we're going to think of book ideas. Then we're going to go on and check Amazon to validate those ideas before we do any work. If it's selling, it's a simple yes or no question. Is it selling? Yes. Then we can continue. We found a winning book idea. If it's not selling, we just simply check the next book on the list. Let's break this down and let me show you how to do this in real time. So here I am in ChatGPT, and you can see the prompt here on the screen. Hey, I'm going to be writing a book and I needed to come up with 50 or so in-demand book topics that I could write about. And Chat came up with a whole bunch of different book ideas here, and I've broken down into category into health and fitness, money and wealth, online business, AI, digital skills, self-improvement, parents and family, and if I were you, and then it gives me some different ones to go on. So you can see some of the ideas here: GLP meal prep, high protein budget meals, Cheerio for beginners, high cholesterol meal plan, Amazon KDP for complete beginners, AI for non-tech entrepreneurs, how to build a faceless online brand, and so on. Let's go ahead with number 5 here, Cheerio for beginners. I'm going to switch that to Cheerio for seniors. So once we have a idea, we're going to go over to Amazon, and we're going to go into the bookstore here that I already have selected. We're going to put in our topic. We're going to put in our topic, Cheerio for seniors, and we're going to have a bunch of books that come up. So these are all the books that are related to chair yoga for seniors. Now, going back to point number 2, we're going to check Amazon and we're going to see if they're selling. So I have some tools here that are showing me some information that you might not have. So this is called BookBeam. It's a paid tool. You don't have to get it, but I'll show you an alternative way of doing it in a second. But basically what BookBeam does is it pulls up the relevant information that I want to see right away. So it's super, super handy and it helps speed up research. So I can see right now that this book is number 2,302 in the bookstore. So Amazon actually tells us how much every single product on Amazon is selling per day and per month by ranking them with something called the best sellers rank. So the BSR for this book is 2,302. So that means it's the 2,302nd book in the Amazon bookstore, where the best-selling book in the bookstore would be number 1, and the worst selling would be something like 10 million. And then I can see down here, it's making 54 to 78 sales per day, and it's making $472 in royalties per day. So the self-publisher, like myself, who's published this book, is making $472 a day from this one chair yoga book that if we click on it and open it up, okay, this person, Alex Harper, she doesn't exist. She's a made-up name. It's an AI picture. It's an AI bio. Everything about her is fake. Yet she's able to create thousands and thousands of dollars every single month by using this strategy. You can see she even has another book over here that's number 4,000 in the bookstore, and that's making $233 per day. Now, for those of you who don't want to get BookBeam, I'll show you what you can do here. I have another tool. It's called Kip Scout. It lives right up here. And what you can do is you can go ahead and download Kip Scout. I'll have a link. It's free. It's a free tool. So you can download it, install it on your browser, and it will pull up the information right here for you, which is super handy and relevant information. It does show it per month versus per day as the other tools. So we're seeing this one book is making a rough estimate of $20,000 per month. So going back to our steps, did we validate the idea? Can we find proof that there are books selling on this topic? Well, yes, we found undeniable proof. So what that means is if we created a book on chair yoga for seniors, there's a good chance we're going to make sales because we're creating a book in a market that has very high demand. The second step is we got to make this book easier or better. What we don't want to do is just copy the book. We want to make a product that's going to be better and that's going to solve the problem for the readers faster. When people are buying these type of nonfiction books, they're buying a book because they have a problem that they need a solution for. And so it's your job as you write the book to ensure that you solve that problem. So here's some things you want to keep in mind. One, this should take you one day. We don't want to be spending a ton of time on this. This is something you can really do in a couple hours. Now, if it takes you 2 or 3 days, like don't stress out. But the way I'm setting this up, like don't spend more than a day on this. Like done is better than perfect. That's my point number 2 here, right? I just want you to get this done. If you've never tried this before, if you've never made $1 online, if this is a brand new thing for you, done is better than perfect. I can't stress this enough. This is literally something that could change the course of your life. This book won't. This book is going to be crap. But the fact that you publish it on Amazon and Amazon pays you money because you created a book, that concept could revolutionize and change the direction of your entire life. That's exactly what happens to every single person who goes through this process for the very first time. So done is better than perfect. Focus on solving one problem. One problem, that's it, right? We're not trying to write a 300 or 400 word book here. We're focused on just solving one problem better, faster, or in a different angle. This book is only going to be 5,000 to 10,000 words. That's the goal. People aren't buying books because they want to read a novel, right? They're buying books because they're like, I want to solve this problem I have. They don't care if you solve the problem for them in 5,000 words or if you solve the problem for them in like 30,000 words, right? They just want the problem solved. So in this case, especially in order to make sure we get this done in one day, we want to focus on just a 5 to 10,000 word book. So let me go back into my ChatGPT and I'll show you how to do this. So here, the next prompt that I wrote was in the same discussion. And I should note, you could also use Claude for this because Claude is really, really, really good at writing. I'm just using ChatGPT just because that is my go-to, but when writing, I tend to use Claude a lot. So I decided to do Chair Yoga for Seniors for this book. Can you help me identify the biggest problem or concern people face when they're looking for a book on this subject? And what it did is it nailed the core problem people are facing when I'm buying these books. I'm in pain, stiff, or losing mobility, and I'm scared of it getting worse. That's the main thing that people who are looking for this book are going through in their heads. So it's our job now to create a book that's going to solve that problem for them in the fastest, most efficient, and safest way. So then it breaks it down to this top 7 real concerns behind the search. And it goes through different things. I'm not going to go through it right now. You could pause the video if you really wanted to. But so now that we've established the core problems that we're focused on for this book, what we want to do is create an outline for this book now. So I said, this is a great start. What I want you to do is go ahead and write me an outline for a book that's going to be between 5 and 10,000 words max. We want to ensure that we address every single issue that was brought up that you brought up. So by the end of it, customers are feeling satisfied with the book that they purchased. Then it goes ahead and it creates an outline for us. So what it does is it creates a full introduction for us that's going to be between 5 to 800 words. It's going to cover who this book is for, who it's not for, reassurance. You don't need flexibility. You don't need prior experience. You don't need advanced poses, safety first approach, things all seniors are going to like, what to expect over the next 2 to 4 weeks. Very good to, grab their expectations. And then it goes through chapter 1 that says it's going to be 700 to 1,000 words. Chapter 2, part 2, chapter 3, and so on. Perfect. That's great. And this is going to give us a solid outline of what we can go on. Now, what if you don't like something or you want to change something? You simply just tell Chat to change it. That's it. Chat's like your writing tool here, your assistant. You just tell it you want to change it or go in a different direction, and it will do that for you. It's really, really easy to work with. And you see here at the end of it, it does say, hey, do you want a more unique angle? Pain focus, balance focus, independent focus, or whatever the case is. So you can choose whatever angle you want to go with. But remember, the goal is to get this done in one day. So only spend more time on it if you're still going to be able to get this done today. So then the next prompt that I'm going to use is I'm going to give it instructions to start writing. So I would like you to go ahead and start writing the introduction and stop once you've completed the introduction so I can review it. Then it goes ahead and writes the introduction for you. I'm going to give you a little tip here. The first thing that Chat gives you, or any AI model in that aspect, is crap. It's the worst version that it will always give you. So one thing that I always like to do when I'm working with AI is type in these 4 words. Why does this suck? You will see the most incredible thing happen. It will reevaluate it and make it so much better its second time through. And you can do that time and time again. But yeah, so that's what I always like to do. And then it's talking about all the things that I didn't like. And it's like, it's not emotionally deep. It's too soft, missing authority, what it should do instead, the real core hook you should lean into, right? It's talking about all of that. And then I can say, okay, please take that in consideration and rewrite the introduction. And then boom, it's just going to go ahead and rewrite the introduction, right? So you can do that, play around with it. And like I said, you can try it with Chat, or you can try it with Claude, or you can try it with Gemini, whichever model you want, and see what you like best. All right, so now that you've got your book written using Chat or Claude or whatever the case is, it's important to go through it and add some little elements for yourself. You don't want to just copy and paste it directly from AI. Give it something that's going to be a little bit unique, a little bit more of your flavor as well. Now, you may be thinking, that's great, America, but I don't want to put my name on something I didn't really write. Like, AI wrote it. No worries. That's fine. I don't put my name on any of my books. We use what are called pen names. So this is basically what you could say is faceless publishing. Pen names are a name that an author uses instead of their real name. Dr. Seuss, for example, is a pen name. J.K. Rowling's is a pen name. Even like if you think about like, wrestlers, like Hulk Hogan is a pen name. Terry Bollea was his real name. R.I.P. the Hulkster. You don't need to use a real name by any means. You can't find a Mekosai books on Amazon. All of my books are written under pen names for various reasons. I'm in various niches, and I'm just not using those books to build my brand. They're just a completely separate thing that I use for just building income. So you don't need followers for this. You don't need a brand. You don't need to use your real name. The only thing that you need to make this business work is a profitable topic. That's it. That's the only thing you need. You need demand. You need a proven profitable topic that people are already buying on Amazon. If you have that, you're golden. Now, once you've written your book, once you've established what pen name you're going to use, the next thing you want to do is start formatting your book. Now, I'm not going to cover formatting in this video, but there's an old school video you can go check out on formatting. Something even better than this video is, and way more recent, is, hey, real quick, if you want to publish a book on Amazon and make money from it, I got this for you. I'm running a free 3-day publish and profit challenge. By the end of it, you'll have a book published on Amazon and making your first sales. I've been publishing for over 9 years. I've published hundreds of books, helped thousands of people do the same. If you don't know where to start, or you can't find a profitable topic, or you just don't want to waste time or money, this is for you. Day 1 is finding your topic, creating a book title, getting your cover locked in. Day 2, it's all about building your book. It's doing the research, creating the outline, and writing your entire book. And then day 3, polishing your book, publishing it on Amazon, and showing you how to generate your first sales. And this is free. I'm showing you the exact way to build this business without having to hide it behind a paid course. You're also going to get my free support group, and you're going to get the custom GPT that I built specifically to help you with this challenge. Just click the link in the description or go to publishingacademy.com/challenge. You'll get an email. It'll be the link to get into the school group. In the classroom section, everything's laid out. Go do it now. So on day 3 of my Publish and Profit challenge, you can go in and I will walk you through how to use this proper online book formatting tool called Readsy, where I'll walk you through it step by step so you know exactly how to format your book correctly for Amazon. This is free. There's going to be a link in the description below. It's on day 3. You can go there and check it out. Now, your book cover. The first thing people are going to judge your book by, it's going to be your book cover. So you want to make sure we've put some work into the book cover. It's the first thing people see when they're scrolling through the Amazon page. It's what stops them from scrolling. It's your book cover. It's not the title. It's nothing else. It's your book cover. We don't want to focus on over designing it. Remember, this book is not designed to replace your job. This book is designed to make your first couple dollars online, so it doesn't have to be absolutely stellar. Focus on having a big title that's easy to read, okay? Big, large print is very, very clear on the Amazon page or when you're like scrolling on your phone, right? That's how you want your book to pop and stand out there. And use a site called Canva. It's simple and it's easy and it's free. Am I going to show you how to create a book cover right in this video? Nope. I've done that for you inside my free course, and it's on day 1. You are going to learn how to use Canva step by step on how to create a book cover on Canva. So you can go check that out, link in the description, and that will show you exactly what you need to do to create a book cover. So step 3 is sell where the buyers are, right? The easiest way to make sales is to show your book where the most people who are buying books are hanging out. That's one place. That's Amazon. Amazon is the juggernaut. You can't even compete with Apple Books or Barnes & Noble or anything else. Amazon's where people go buy books. So we want to publish our book there. Even my students, when they ask me, should I be publishing my book on other platforms? The answer is no, not until you're over $5,000 or $6,000 in sales on Amazon. There's no point, because if your book's not making the sales that you want, it's not because of the platform it's on, it's because of probably some other things. So Amazon is the focus. It's the easiest way to get sales in this business, especially when you're brand new. Amazon, they have all the traffic. You don't need a website because Amazon's built their website, and there's no tech headaches. Amazon handles absolutely everything for you. And you don't need inventory. And like I said, Amazon handles everything. Customer service, nada. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about returns. You don't have to worry about shipping. You don't have to worry about, customers can't figure out the wrong thing, or they bought the wrong thing, or whatever the case is. All the issues that customers come up with, Amazon handles all of that. All you do is you sit back behind your computer and you just publish books, publish books, publish books, and make sales. And Amazon handles all of the hard work for you. It's a wonderful, wonderful business. Uploading your book. How do you get your book up to Amazon? Well, it's really easy. You're going to click the link in the description. You're going to join the 3-day Publish and Profit Challenge. And guess what? On day 3, what I do is I show you exactly how to upload your book to Amazon KDP for free. You're going to upload it. I'm going to show you how to choose all the categories to make sure you get the bestseller rank. I'm going to show you how to enter the 7 keyword slots in your book to make sure your book ranks properly so it's easily found on Amazon, right? Because if your book's invisible, there's a good chance it's because you're doing this process wrong. So I will show you how to do that inside the Publish and Profit Challenge for free. So check this out. This is one of our recent students. Just check out my royalties. I've made my first $175. I'm about to cry because I could have done this so long ago, but I was scared and let other things distract me. My only hope at this point is that others just jump in. Do it scared, do it distracted, just fucking do it. I'm grateful for this community. Her first week on KDP, knowing nothing, she made $175. Her first week. This business doesn't get any easier than this. Another example here is Rachel. 0 ads, 0 reviews, her most sales ever. You don't need ads. You don't need reviews in some cases to make sales on this marketplace. I see people crying in the YouTube comments all the time. Well, you have to spend thousands of dollars on ads and you need so many reviews. No, you don't. You just have to get better at topic selection and better at positioning. Rachel says, a few days ago, I published my first book going through the modules in Mecca's course. I already made more money this month than I did all of my last month, despite the book having 0 reviews and 0 ads running. Awesome work. And then look at Suraj, right? Suraj, he's one of the greatest stories ever, right? Suraj started working with me way back in it was 2017 or 2018. I can't remember, a long time ago. And his first book, he took 18 months to write his first book. 18 months, wondering, when's this kid just gonna give up? 18 months it took him to write his first book, right? Before Ghostwriter or before AI, and he was a little Indian kid studying in university, and so he had no money to pay ghostwriters because it was like $1,000 back then, which was, I think it was like 5 or 6 months of his income, and he just couldn't do it. So he wrote it not knowing English properly. And guess how that book did? It sucked because it was his first, but Suraj was not a quitter. He just kept going. And he wrote another one and got better and got better and then nailed it. To this date, he has 46 books published. He's made $3.1 million paid out to him from Amazon. $3.1 million. That's bloody awesome. That is bloody awesome. And that's a picture of me and him in Bali when I flew over to meet up with some of the boys there. But that's just bloody awesome. But you know what the cool thing is about Suraj? He started just like you. He started like you. He started wondering, should I do this KDP thing? I don't know. Should I try this? Should I see what happens? And he bet on himself. Will you bet on yourself like Suraj? Will you? Because he started the same way you did. There's no difference between him and you, except for now, you got AI. So you can get results much faster than he ever did. Question is, how do you scale this business going forward? Well, my favorite thing is just do more of it and do better. That's it. Publish more books and publish better books. That will get you to $2 to $3 grand per month in this business by just repeating those 2 things. You don't need anything else. You don't need any fancy tools. You don't need anything. You just got to publish more books and better books. Later, you're gonna learn how to master ads. You're gonna follow the 30-7-90 rule, right? You're gonna do ads. You're gonna look at your ads for 30 minutes a day, 7 days a week for 90 days. When you do that, you'll master ads. I can guarantee it. And you're gonna eventually build a small team of people, freelancers you can trust and you can count on to keep your business running. And then that is going to require you to build the most important thing in your business, your most important thing in scaling. It's systems, because systems is what helps you scale. This business, guys, it's simple and it's wonderful. There's no inventory. There's no shipping and handling. There's no customer service. There's no tech startups or headaches or anything like that. And that's what makes this business so good for beginners in 2026. You're going to copy my method, my $200,000 method, for free. From these 12 books, I've made almost $200,000 using the exact thing that's inside the 3-day publish and profit challenge. I want you to use those lessons, publish books, and start making money with this to change your life as well. Just to recap, all you're going to do is you're going to find profitable topics. You're going to make a book on it. You're going to list it on Amazon. And then you're just going to keep doing that. That's literally the entire business model. It doesn't get simpler. It doesn't get more complicated. This is it. This is the business model that has made my students millionaires. This is the business model that has allowed us to travel the world. We've moved down to Tulum in Mexico. Kids are homeschooled. They're up on the rooftop pool right now, just loving life. This business has done it all. And it can do the exact same for you too. And I'm giving it to you bloody for free in the 3-day publish and profit 3-day challenge. All right. So would love to connect with you. Once you're inside the SKOOL group, I'll reach out and send you a quick welcome message, say what's up. Would love to chat with you, see what your story is and how I can better serve you. Till next time, everybody, I'm Emeka. Peace.